Good morning, family. This is Ricky, and welcome to Hope for Today. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 3 says, "Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established." I like the wording of this verse because it presupposes that the people of God will also have a plan in their lives to get themselves from point A to point B, right? I love how it just assumes that if you are the godly person who loves Jesus, that you're going to have a plan. And that's really my heart today, is to encourage you to make plans. We don't plan enough. I think sometimes Christians can be guilty of being a little loosey-goosey, dreamy-weemy, right? I think sometimes especially when it comes to the things of God, i.e. wanting to be married or start a family, or wanting to pursue a particular kind of career, I think sometimes Christians can be guilty of being doughy-eyed cloud dwellers. We're just like praying and saying, God, I'm just trusting God to do this one day. Well, we are just kind of got our head in the clouds and not applying ourselves to a particular plan. And I just want you to hear the presupposition of this verse is that I got a plan, you got a plan, all of God's children must have a plan. Planning is very biblical, right? Even God, who could have just snapped his fingers and just spoke the entire universe into existence, planned it out. Like one day he did this, and the second day he did this, all the way up to 7 days. Now, Moses had a plan for how he was going to lead the children out of Israel, and Jethro gave him a plan for how to judge all of the people. There was a plan for Moses' succession with Joshua. Jesus had a plan. I'm going to call 12 disciples, and they're going to disciple others who will disciple others. You need a plan. A consultant sent this to me the other day because it's been really on my mind. And he said, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems," which means that sometimes the reason that we don't have blessing is not because God's not giving us the blessing, but because we haven't developed a plan to house it. You want a plan for more money so you can do more for God's kingdom? God says, get a plan. You want a plan for how to bring your children from this particular season to the next season? Get a plan. You want a plan for how to do this in ministry, to get it to scale up to that in ministry? God says, get a plan. That we don't get to just be dreamy-weemy and doughy-eyed cloud dwellers, but sometimes you got to come out of the clouds and really put pen to paper and pray and get wisdom and set up your next step and your next step and your next step for what God is going to do in your life. Let's plan, and God will bless. That's Hope for Today. I'll see you next time.